Thanks for tuning in to Dub World. Today I've got something new and exciting to show you, a new member of the VW family. I was recently at the Nodo VW show in Port Orange when I came across this beautiful little white Cabrio that was for sale. Decided to bring her home, and of course you guys know me. When I get a new vehicle, what's the first thing I need to do? If you're ready to find out, sit back and let's go. Well, Dub World, we have a new family member here to welcome. Got a 2001 Cabrio. Needs some serious detailing, as you can see here. But I think she's gonna make a nice addition to the family. I'll give you a full walk around later. All right, you guys know me. You know what time it is. Whenever I see dirt and grime, it's simple green time. We're gonna get this baby's engine compartment looking beautiful. Simple green works so well. You can see I'm just spraying it on here and it's literally dissolving the dirt and grease. Once I do a brush on there, it's gonna make it even more beautiful. Don't do this when your engine's hot. It can be a little bit warm, it's fine, but don't do it when it's hot. And also, I'll tell you now, make sure you protect your electronics. You don't want to get them sprayed wet. One thing I want to point out to you all is, you see this difference between the white here and the white here? If you've got a vehicle that's had oil on the paint in the engine compartment for a long time, what's going to happen is it's going to turn the paint a different color. It doesn't matter what color it is. However, if it's a lighter color like white or silver, you're really going to be able to tell. So when you clean it, this is eventually what you're going to get. Of course, it's not clean all the way yet, but as you can see there, it's definitely more yellow than the rest. The only way that you can really resolve that is if you get a deep cleaner in here, but that's going to require a lot of work. Now what I do is I start it up and then spray it. But like I said, try to avoid any of the electronics. Now, one thing I didn't show you all was I did spray the overall engine itself. Several areas were greasy. I used a brush to get the grease off, and then I did spray the engine with the hose, trying to avoid the distributor and any of the electronic components as much as I could. The reason why I say to start it and run it is because if you do get water on something, it may not start, so you want to be very careful about that. So I have done most of the engine bay. I've got to do the hood. As you can see there, I cleaned off that spot. When I do the hood, I'm going to cover the engine with some plastic, like a tarp, something to keep the majority of the water off all the electronics. As you can see here, we're looking a lot better. Then once everything's dry, we'll put some shine on it, get it all detailed up. This side's got a couple of relays. I'm trying to avoid getting direct water on. Okay, so I've got the engine covered with plastic garbage bags here. I've sprayed the simple green on the hood, just like this. You can see, just dissolves everything. What I'll be doing now is I'll take my brush right here and just brush it. It's just going to be a matter of spraying and brushing and spraying and brushing. And show you in a second what it looks like when it's done. You've got it clean. Let's see what happens when we spray it with water. Take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do some more and then we'll come back. All right, and here it is. Now you may have some areas that have a little bit of staining or spots like that. That's from the belts. You can see that in here. You can take a magic eraser, work it in here. It should get most of it off. It may not get everything. Like I said, you're gonna get stains. I was able to get most of this stuff off in here pretty easily. What I would suggest after you do this, dry it and wax it, and that'll protect it. One thing I forgot to mention, I know I've mentioned this before in other videos, but if you use Simple Green and it gets on your paint, it will strip the wax off. So make sure if you're doing this, it's when you're getting ready to detail your car and you can wash and wax and just take care of everything. All right, so I'll take all the plastic off, we'll dry it off, and we'll see what we got. Okay, I don't have any sponsorship here, but I wanted to plug this product, Meguiar's Hot Shine Tire Coating. I don't even know if you can still buy this. I've had it for years, but this is what I use for the final touches here. Take a look. So when you spray this on, it's kind of like a clear silicone, and just spray it on, let it sit there for a little bit, and just kind of wipe it in. You don't want it to look like it's been spray painted or really greasy, but you just kind of wipe down the surfaces and you clean it, and it just makes it look like new. Looks factory fresh. Now I'll leave you with some before and after pictures so you can study it a little closer. Once again, Simple Green does a great job. You can use some parts cleaner brushes, toothbrushes, paint brushes, anything like that to get in the cracks and crevices. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time on Dub World.